interviews.
ELFM, it's radio, but so much more.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming to Duncan Explosion. Now, this is the first ever one that we're trialling out tonight, and I've got the great Henry alongside me, and we're going to introduce each act, of course, each artist, and I'm going to explain why we've maybe chosen them, but I'll just pass over to Henry.
So you might be the ward in name, but I am the ward in terms of your apprentice for this evening. I am your trusty sidekick tonight. So Duncan, tell us, this first act you've chosen is someone very close to your heart.
It's me.
So Duncan, tell us, musically performing, when's the first time you started getting out to open mics on stage performing? How long have you been doing it?
Well, I was open micing in 2012, which is quite a while ago now.
The mists of time.
It
was like 6 prime ministers ago now.
Many moons ago. And it was only Chapel FM that made me do open mics again, because, as I say, I haven't done it for such a long time. But the first gig I ever did was in high school down at Corpus Christi Catholic College on Halton Moor. And that was the Levers. No, it wasn't. It was the summer concert. And I have enjoyed performing on the piano ever since, Henry. So there you go.
Nice one. So how have you curated your set for tonight, Duncan? How have you decided what songs to play for this explosive evening of explosions?
Well, you have to bear in mind what Elliot's told me in the past, because he's always got sound advice. And you weigh up what the other performers, artists are going to do, perhaps, and a bit of spying, in sound checking.
Okay, just like paying attention. Okay, nice, very nice. And then, not just in terms of set, but this evening we're going to have a whole bunch of amazing performers. So, how did you sit down with a big sheet of paper, lots of pins, flip chart paper? Have you been chewing it over in your head for a while? How have you come to this list of incredibly talented, handsome artists?
No, well, musicathon.
Right, okay.
It's
Musicathon. That
Yes.
dreaded word that sends
Yes.
shivers down technicians' spines.
Oh, yes, especially Elliot's.
So you came across all these people during Musicathon,
Yes.
and already the wheels were in motion to be like, let's
Pretty
bring
much.
it on.
And open mic nights here.
Yeah. Amazing. Right. Well, in that case, I think it's time we have our first set. So for the listeners at home, I'm taking Duncan's tech mic off him, his host mic. And you're going to perform first, is that right? Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, yes, yes, can confirm. So for the listener at home, I'm describing Duncan. Who are you going to do guitar or piano first? Guitar. Duncan, this feels like a sort of weird nature documentary. Duncan Ward is picking up his guitar. He's wearing a lovely white shirt, a bit, very good. Right, okay, folks in Studio 3, folks at home, folks all over the world, I want you to start off with a little bit of gentle clapping, gentle small clapping, and it's going to build, maybe a little bit of foot stomping. Please give it up for the explosion that is Duncan Ward.
I only got to meet you through your friend who thought that I might like to meet you, and I did, I surely did. So why don't you add me as a friend? I'd like you to. I doubt this is the end. I think we'll meet again. I only got to speak with you through your friend who thought that I might like to speak a friend. I'd like you to. I doubt this is the end. I think we'll meet again. I only got to talk with you through your friend, who thought that I might like to talk with you, then walk away with you. And I did, I surely did. So why don't you add me as a friend? I'd like you to. I doubt this is the end. I think we'll meet again. So why don't you add me as a friend? I'd like you to. I doubt this is the end. I think we'll meet again. So why don't you add me as a friend? I'd like you to. I doubt this is the end. I think we'll meet again. Thank you. Jump over here. Right. This is a sad song. It's an American-themed song on an album called Songs from the West Coast in 2001 by Elton John. And it's just been the US midterm elections with President Biden, of course. And I thought it'd be a good one to do tonight. So thanks for indulging me with this next song. It's called American Triangle. Seen him playing in his backyard. Young boy just started out. So much history in this landscape, so much confusion, so much doubt. Been there drinking on that front porch. Angry kids, mean and dumb. Looks like a pain in that blue skyline. God hates facts where we come from. Western skies don't make it right. Home of the brave don't make no sense. I seen a scarecrow wrapped in wire, left to die on a high ridge fence. It's a cold, cold wind. It's a cold, cold wind. It's a cold wind blowing Wyoming. See two coyotes running down a deer. hate what we don't understand. You pioneers, give us your children, but it's your blood that stains their hands. Western skies don't make it right. Home of the brave don't make no sense. I seen a scarecrow wrapped in wire, left to die on a high ridge fence. It's a cold, cold wind. It's a cold, cold wind. It's a cold wind blowing Wyoming. Somewhere that road forks up ahead to ignorance and innocence. 3 lives drift on different winds, 2 lives ruined, 1 life spent. Western skies don't make it right. Home of the brave don't make no sense. I seen a scarecrow wrapped in wire, left to die on a high ridge fence. It's a cold, cold wind. It's a cold, cold wind. It's a cold wind blowing Wyoming. It's a cold, cold wind. It's a cold, cold wind. It's a cold wind blowing, blowing Wyoming. Thank you. I'll just jump back on the guitar. Okay. I've looked under chairs, I've looked under tables. I try to find the key to 50 million fables. They call me the seeker. I've been searching low and high. Won't get to get what I'm after till the day I die. I've asked Bobby Dylan, I've asked the Beatles, I've asked Timothy Leary, but he couldn't help me either. They call me the seeker. I've been searching low and high. Won't get to get what I'm after till the day I die. Learn how to raise my voice in anger. Look at my face, ain't this a smile? I'm happy when life's good, and when it's bad I cry. I'm a seeker, I'm a really desperate guy. You're looking for you, I'm looking for me. We're looking at each other and we don't know what to do. They call me the seeker. I've been searching low and high. Won't get to get what I'm after till the day I die. Thank you. Okay, thanks everyone for that warm, rousing welcome to Duncan Explosion from you all. I'm pleased I was the first one on. I was very nervous, Henry.
So we're coming up to the first guest of
We
the
are.
evening that you have curated, programmed.
Yes.
Now this chap, I've got an issue with him. He's not from Leeds.
Oh.
He's
no.
from Wakefield.
Oh, yes, I know.
So, that's fine. But we welcome everybody to the chapel. Hooray.
Yes, we do.
Duncan, tell us why you've selected this person to be the first guest of the evening.
This person stood out for me. I don't know who it is. Who is it?
It's Jimi Hendrix. It's Jimi Hendrix.
This person stood out to me. I'm only kidding. Because of Musicathon. And he was very political. And I'm not too political, but I've got a friend here tonight who's very politically educated, and he's laughing. But yes, this next artist, performer, was sensational at Musicathon, and I've never forgotten him, so that's why I wanted to invite him here tonight, Henry, and Elliot's allowed me to do so, and the tech team are all here.
So you don't do something just because Elliot says you can do it. You can do whatever you want. So we had a little bit of politics with Elton John and the heartlands of America and homophobia with that, and we're having this performer. Is it something you sort of skirt around the politics a little bit, Duncan, with the songs you choose?
Not particularly, Henry, but it's everywhere. Every time you put on the news, politics is in everyday life, isn't it? And it's inescapable, really.
Yeah, and that is, I guess, the nature of music, is to tell stories of everyday life and what's going on.
And to not forget people who have died, people who have lost their lives, because it's Remembrance Sunday, of course.
Absolutely.
And then it'll be Christmas.
But hopefully not that quickly. Come on, I've not got everyone's presents. Right. So in that case, Duncan, do you want to give a big warm welcome to our first guest?
The first guest is Jimi Hendrix.
Somebody told me once, you're naughty. I'm gonna give you some. Come to me. I'll show you what you need. You're naughty. Baby, that's fine with me. Tonight's the night. I'm making believe we're gonna party all night. If you come with me, let's have a shot and maybe 2 or 3 more Tokyo or Vanilla, please. Tonight's the night. I'm making believe we're gonna party all night. If you come with me, let's have a shot and maybe 2 or 3 more Tokyo or Vanilla, please. I'm talking about you. The way you move. Those things you do. Somebody told me once, you're naughty. I'd like to give you some. Come to me. I'll show you what you need. You're naughty. Baby, that's fine with me. Tonight's the night. I'm making believe we're gonna party all night. If you come with me, let's have a shot and maybe 2 or 3 more Tokyo or Vanilla, please. Look around, nobody's gonna see. We've got this night, just you and me. Let the light be sky, just feel the beat. Let me take you down, I'll make it believe. I'm talking about you. The way you move. Those things you do.
Here we are. It's my friend Jimi Hendrix.
Thank you for that lovely introduction. Like Duncan says, I'm Jimmy. I'm the only poet to play Hamlet and lose. And the political bit is an interesting notion. And we might do a bit of politics later. But first, this is a poem about England, actually, but goes back to an incident in Leeds. I might be from Wakefield, but I've got this memory. There's, by the A58 where the Yorkshire Post building is, there's a round building, sort of a bit like the Corn Exchange, but it's not that. And it was where we got our first car in about 1968. And my dad, who was a big man with the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from Chester Zoo, and he took us, me, my mum and my sister, to buy this car. And, you know, we sort of all turned up, must have gone on the bus, can't remember. Got in his car. I didn't realise till about 40 years later he'd never driven a car before, he'd only driven a tank. So this poem is about England, but it's called Clapped Out Anglia. We need to turn it up. I'm not plugged in, Elliot. Oh dear. Hang on, I can hear it on my little pad here. But we're just going to, this is a deliberate sort of showy sort of thing, really, that we pretend that we've not plugged in, and it's all spontaneous, and it proves it's live radio, of course. But we're going to plug this in this side, in a little hole, and it was all going so well up to that point, wasn't it? It was very sort of slick. Yeah, so, blah, 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 car, place near A58, dad, tank, Clapped Out Anglia. It'll come in a minute, because Elliot's going to put the fader up. It'll fade up in a very professional manner. Is it my end? I'm full up at my end, Elliot. While Elliot's sorting that out and the music sort of comes up, you know, I'm from Wakefield and I do a lot of work at the Magistrates Court. And the other day I was in there and there's a guy and he was accused of shooting one of the Peregrine Falcons in Wakefield Cathedral. And they said, you know, this is obvious, we've got it on video. And he says, well, you know, you're on a, you know, it was an accident. It was an accident. He said, what do you mean an accident? He said, well, I was shooting at something else, like a pheasant, and that's legal. And he said, what do you mean? He says, well, I was just shooting at this pheasant, and then the peregrine flew across and hit it, and I just killed it. I didn't mean to. Anyway, they said, well, okay, okay, we've got to accept that, you know, not beyond reasonable doubt and all the rest of it. And he said, what happened to the peregrine? And he said, well, I ate it. And the magistrate said, really? He says, well, what else can I do, you know? He says, what did it taste like? He said, well, a bit like swan. Anyway, we're good now. Are you sure? Because I've got mine on this end. And it's turn it up a bit. There we go. And its toes hurt from being too big for its boots, and its feet were anchored just like a dead tree's roots, and its soles were covered in guilty scars. And its boots were made for walking, though these days it went by car, till it piled on weight through a lack of labour, and its knees ached like a retired footballer. Fuming in a queue, trying to get away at the seaside. Fuming in a queue, trying to get away to the seaside. And its belly was full of fattening treats, and its dreams were influenced by late night cheese, and its spine was a motorway started by slaves, and its limbic system was sketched on the walls of caves, and its neck was cricked from always looking back, and its memory were like my senile mother. Well, you have to laugh. Fuming in a queue, trying to get away at the seaside. Fuming in a queue, trying to get away to the seaside. And its heart was the subject of bitter arguments, and its heart was located by inaccurate measurements, and its heart beat faster when it was looking out to sea, and its heart was broken by inevitable penalties, and its heart beat stronger when all people got the vote, and its heart was left in a seafront disco. in a queue trying to get away at the seaside. Fuming in a queue trying to get away at the seaside. And its fingers smelled of many pies. And its dying jokes were rescued by Morecambe and Wise. And its suit was well tailored but didn't half niff. And its hair was like an old Ted's quiff. And its conscience was apt to nip out for a fag, as its hands rummaged in its pockets for a flag. Fuming in a queue trying to get away at the seaside. Fuming in a queue trying to get away to the seaside. And its heart was bigger than its belly. And its teeth were chalk cliffs, chattering into jelly. And its accent grew stronger as the weather got more chilly. And its mouth spoke Norse translations of Stormzy. And its eyes looked outwards but pretended not to, like a teenage lad on a fence at a girls' school. Fuming in a queue trying to get away at the seaside. Fuming in a queue trying to get away to the seaside. And its head was made out of apples and glaciers. And its shoulders were pit props collapsed on miners. And its ears remade foreign sounds as its own. And its nose ran from autumn till early June. And its conscience had opted for trial by jury, so it just couldn't believe it wasn't the good guy. Fuming in a queue trying to get away at the seaside. Fuming in a queue trying to get away at the seaside. Fuming in a queue trying to get away at the seaside. Thank you. Okie dokie. Right, poetry is often seen as quite a niche thing. And so to try and counter that, what I'm going to do is do a poem based on a quote from a 1930s African-American theologian called Howard Thurman, like you do, and use Anglo-Saxon verse form and end it by corrupting a quote from Philip Larkin. Real sort of crowd-pleasing, popular stuff. So basically, this was sort of prompted by the notion that a lot of these sort of culture warrior, sort of right-wing types never look very happy. So here we go. about it all. The ball's in the net, but it ain't a goal. Oh, you could write a book about it all. The ball's in the net, but it ain't a goal. A curse on cloudless skies, he cries. There's no poetry in hate, and maybe that's why he kids himself, it's all just friendly bants. For poking dinghies, on glum cliffs he stands, but couldn't see the teeming sea or the promising sky. And that great novel he'll never write just floated by. Oh, you could write a book about it all. The ball's in the net, but it ain't a goal. Oh, you could write a book about it all. If it weren't like anchoring for a tin shop ball. Oh, you could write a book about it all. Except you didn't. Somewhere becoming pain. Somewhere becoming pain. Thank you. Right, yeah, okay. So this next one, I'm going to sort of, I've written a special introductory poem for it this morning on a train coming into Leeds. So it's got like a local sort of thing, obviously. Yeah, because if you campaign for things, I mean, you know, I'm quite political. I boycott Asda and Nike, Amazon and Nestle, not Kit Kats, obviously. And, you know, and you campaign for stuff, and I do believe that's necessary because, you know, I'm a privileged person. I got a free higher education, NHS, and was brought up under Alec Clegg's very sort of arts-based education system in the West Ryde in the 1970s, you know, and that's proved a massive sort of advantage in life and privilege. So you've got to fight for things, haven't you? So I'll start this with a bit of political ranting and carrying on like you do. You've got to, haven't you, really? We will fight them in the streets. We will annoy them a couple of times a week on the way to work. We will argue with them in golf club bars. We will temporarily spoil a rich man's painting. We will climb things to make a point. We will heal ourselves in the woods. We will ride old shopper bikes instead of using our cars. We will look a bit weird to our sticky-beaked neighbours. We will find ways of enjoying tofu because, let's face it, if we can do that, we can do anything. This poem I did, less a poem, more a play. I dreamt it like Dog Day Afternoon. A skillfully scripted siege scenario where somehow I'm the one with a gun, coerced like Patty Hearst and cursed to use an Uzi and supervise the hostages. But also I've gone undercover to tip off the cops, but it turns out in turn during a terrifying twist in the toilet scene that in style it switched to a slasher movie backed by a grant from Arts Council England, whose funding conditions caused me to be cut. Now I'm not in it anymore, confirming my first and worst and darkest suspicions.
All the audience want is a safe revolution where the birdies still go tweet, tweet, tweet.
And what
All the audience want is a safe revolution where the birdies still go tweet, tweet, tweet.
I I'd harried a horde of hangers-on, proposing people who might be impressed, but they're trolling me, because the plot's now not as advertised. Their snappy dialogues banter, machete to shreds of show-off rambling. I blurt some sort of sterile warning. To mention it's a metaphor, a means of snatching back control from the chaps. But it isn't. And where's the wit, the wisdom, the characters, the quirks of colloquial language? And what the audience want is a safe revolution where the birdies still go tweet, tweet, tweet. And what the audience want is a safe revolution where the birdies still go tweet, tweet, tweet. By now the gun seemed out of place, the plot was shot to shit, shredded, decaying away to races, circular debates with in-laws we brave for an age, till they succumb to grumbling lungs. Even worse, the earlier curse means what was real has been replaced with things we'll never get back again.
All the audience want is a safe revolution where the birdies still go tweet, tweet, tweet.
And what the audience want is a safe revolution where the birdies still go tweet, tweet, tweet. Understandably, the actors now want paying in cash, and now I'm lost because I seem to have shot an arts council czar and artisan bakers during discussions at the development stage. So after all this, now all I've got is a formless poem with no ending.
All the audience want is a safe revolution where the birdies still go tweet, tweet, tweet. All the audience want is a safe revolution where the birdies still go tweet, tweet, tweet.
Thank you. Okie dokie. This next one is, again, I'm trying to address these sort of culture warrior types, you know, because in the US elections, like Duncan talked about, and also the sort of the seething cesspit of right-wing stuff that seems to have afflicted. I mean, I wrote this about two prime ministers, what time is it? 3 prime ministers ago, because like, you know, people like Donny Raab talk about we're fighting wokery, and like the American thing about, you know, woke, we're fighting woke, and like what is woke? Well, it's like people wanting justice and stuff, which doesn't seem terribly controversial or evil thing to do. But also, for all the tough talk of right-wing sort of trolls and things, when it came to it, someone like Nigel Farage was very good at sort of whipping up hatred and stuff that resulted in an assassination in Batley, of course, but then got a bit of a monk on because somebody might throw milk at him, you know. So this is called Milkshakes. If you see an adult with a metal detector, you know something's gone tragically wrong. And if there's a fat bloke guarding a statue, you know it won't be long before we get a mention. Who are we? We're the woke mob, apparently, the cause of all your problems. We don't have cancer banners, we just hum for indie anthems. Tabloids tell you be afraid if we're in your vicinity, attacking police with leaflets on toxic masculinity. We're the woke mob, apparently. My mate just called me a turf, and I'm not quite clear what that means, so I hope I kept me nerves. Right-wingers blame us all the time for weakness and sedition, but we couldn't sort out a raffle, let alone a revolution. We're the woke mob, apparently. We're the woke mob, apparently. Gammons on our Facebook say we threaten their right to speak, though we say it all day, every day, for 19 days a week. We spout the same tired slogans like they're all as thick as Visto, in the quaint belief we're sent to war by Bernardine Evaristo. We're the woke mob, apparently, made up mainly of old teachers, veggies, writers, feminists, and Church of England vicars, actors, singers, artists, and folk who want to save the planet. planet, frightening the crap out of fat blokes in Banner. We're the warm mob apparently. We're the warm mob apparently. We're the warm mob apparently. We stick in Reachmont's claw, the decadent aliens with that red Volvo next door. Apparently we're everywhere, a threat to Western values when we're not enraging Lawrence Fox or toppling slavers statues. We're the woke mob apparently, beloved of right-wing vultures who peck the bones of half-truths, bleat on about cancel culture. They light on examples with pity, heavy on the bile, and don't mention inequality or they'll scream and run a mile. From the woke mob apparently. Apparently. Toby Young on Twitter, bless him, ain't in any doubt. Inclusivity makes him feel all left out. He'd like to see us silenced in the name of free speech. Cause we're lethal as them donkey rides on Scarborough's North Beach. We're the warm mob apparently. Because we hate injustice, and I'm not quite sure what's wrong with that, so maybe ask George Eustace. We've got poems and placards while they've got clubs and guns, and it's always our side ends up dead, but they say we're the deadly ones. We're the warm mob apparently. We're the warm mob apparently. Be very afraid. Thank you. Obviously, for anybody watching like on video and stuff, when that fell off, it were deliberate. It were to symbolise the sort of collapse of sort of late period neoliberal capitalism and everything. And it's not just because it's masking tape. Right, last one. Always leaving wanting more, my dad used to say, which is why he got sacked by Oxfam. And he, and this is really, again, it's a shame that so much of the sort of dialogue and noise on culture and English culture is by, like, quite hateful figures who aren't writing poetry, let's face it. Tommy Robinson of the EDL didn't get like he was because he liked Milton, or any other brand of sterilising fluid, I suppose. So, Tommy Robinson, wake up and smell the super strength cider. This is England's glory. Thank you for listening. Masochism, Brompton bikes, Tyson Fury, trial by jury, private eye, christening booze up, sunburn arms, Teletubbies and dairy farms, Croydon facelifts, Waterloo sunsets, Alan Turing majorettes, Morris dancing, boiled ham, Just a Minute and Peter Pan. All the jewels in the crown of England's glory, too numerous to mention but a few. Everyone could tell a different story and show old England's glory something new. Obscene chanting, double glazing, bargain hunt, heritage railways, damp bank holidays, toffs in punts, Tolkien rolling, bacon rolls, Match the Day and Crown Green bowls, David Attenborough, Mary Stopes, LBW, Antiques Roadshow, Wallace and Gromit and custard creams, Rugby League and pie and peas. With Lenny Henry, Arthur Daly, Michael Rosen, Bernie Clifton, Ian Hislop, Jane Austen, Esther Ranson, Frank Bruno and all. Esther Ranson, Frank Bruno and all. All these jewels in the crown of England's glory, too numerous to mention but a few, and everyone could tell a different story and show old England's glory something new. Boadicea, Carry On Cleo and Bradley Walsh, Ian Fleming, Derek Griffiths, Inspector Morse, Rosalind Franklin, Berners-Lee, White Van Man, Grayson Perry. England's glory. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Duncan.
So Duncan very cleverly left his host mic on the side, and I left it on the floor, so I had to clamber over the bench, whilst Duncan was immediately up, ready to host. Great. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm okay, thanks, Henry. Yes. Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good.
I feel like you have to do something pretty special to be mentioned in one of Jimmy's poems, but it either is doing a good thing or a bad thing. So I'm worried that, like, one day, Duncan, you might make it into a poem.
Oh.
But is it because of your heroic musicality or because you became a Twitter troll? Who knows? Who knows? So, tee us up for this next act we're going to have. This
next act was at the first open mic night I ever did here, which was Halloween last year. And he's a lovely, lovely, lovely person who was very encouraging to me. And I've never forgotten this because it's made me want to come back and keep doing the open mic nights here and the Blue Owl event, which I was at, watching that recently. I thought of all of these people, these artists, and would you like me to mention his name, Henry?
Is he ready to perform? I don't know this person. I've never met them.
Eager to perform.
Eager.
The person is David Thompson.
David Thompson? David Thompson?
The David Thompson.
I still don't quite actually know. Why should I love this person as much as you love this person?
He's a very warm, friendly, polite young man, and he's a super talent, Henry.
You've made the mistake of assuming I like polite young men. I want gobby men from Wakefield to read me spoken word poetry. But that's fine. I'm sure I'll grow to love him. Okay, so we'll probably have a little bit of changeover music. We'll welcome David to the stage. So for everyone in the studio, get dancing. Everyone at home, get dancing. We have a little bit of transition music. Duncan, that means you need to lead the dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Say you'll sleep when you are dead. I'm quite happy.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause to this great super talent, the one and only Mr. David Thompson.
Thank you very much. How are we all doing? Yeah, good to hear. So yeah, I'm David Thompson, as you all know. So yeah, I'm gonna start with a cover tonight. You might know this one. Feel free to sing along. It's a little 4 noms number. 25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realised quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to let it all out what's in my head. Tonight I'm feeling a little peculiar, and so I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream on the top of my lungs, what's going on? I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on? Oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution, and I pray. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for a revolution. So I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to let it all out what's in my head. Tonight I'm feeling a little peculiar, and so I wake up in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream on the top of my lungs, what's going on? I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on? I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on? 25 years and my life is still trying to get up my great big destination. Thank you very much. I'm just getting amused by the reflection of my guitar around here. I do apologise. Yeah, getting the inner child out. Yeah, I sort of thought about telling dad jokes tonight, but no, I won't do, because people have mentioned politics, and well, that's a bit of a joke at the moment. So this is an original, which I started writing this one last year, I think last summer. I wrote like the first half of it, and I've been wanting to come back to it since. And yeah, last Monday, I did just that. I finished it off, and yeah, I'm gonna do it for you tonight. This is called Dangerous. Keep you all warm, but I won't get too much because that could be dangerous. Gather round, I'll be here if you need me. You feel warm and I'll make you feel welcome. And I hope that I'm making your day. The wider I spread, the more likely that I'm gonna stay. And everyone knows that I'm here. You'll be there to keep us all going. How will this end? There's just one way of knowing. Let's carry on, let's get this around. We're just getting started now, we'll hit the town. We're all having the times of our lives. We're getting around to tell you what I gotta say. And everyone knows that I'm here. Keep you all warm, but I won't get too much because that could be dangerous. Gather round, I'll be here if you need me. I'll make you feel warm and I'll make you feel welcome. And I hope that I'm making your day. And the wider I spread, the more likely that I'm gonna stay. And everyone knows that I'm here. Everyone knows that I'm here. Everyone knows that I'm here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hi, Stuart. It's quite convenient that Stuart's just arrived. So, yeah, hope you guys don't mind me doing this next one. So I believe it was around this time last year that we lost a certain Ron Chin, which Stuart knew quite regularly, very close, and I knew him from a few open mics. And he used to do this song at open mics quite regularly. And we sort of joke around that because I did it as well, and he'd joke around that I got a chance to do. I did it before he got a chance to. Sort of joke, so I'm gonna dedicate this one to Ron. And yeah, hope you like it. This is called All About You. It's all about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. It's all about you. Yesterday you asked me something I thought you knew. So I told you with a smile, it's all about you. Then you whispered in my ear and I told you too. Said you make my life worthwhile, it's all about you. And I would answer all your wishes if you asked me to. But if you deny me one of your kisses, don't know what I'd do. So hold me close and say 3 words like you used to do. Dancing on the kitchen tile, it's all about you. I would answer all your wishes if you asked me to. But if you deny me one of your kisses, don't know what I'd do. So hold me close and say 3 words like you used to do. Dancing on the kitchen tile, said you make my life worthwhile. So I told you with a smile, it's all about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, you had to do that. Hope he didn't mind me doing that. Yeah. If it was a new one, well known, it was one of the loveliest guys going. We love doing open mics and we love supporting people, and I was honoured to know him. R.I.P. one. Anyway, yeah, I'll shout out to his wife and daughters as well if they're watching. Don't know if they are, but shout out to you guys. But anyway, shall I do 2 more or 1 more? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is an original song. I wrote this last year during the lockdown. I think we were just coming out of lockdown, not long, but yeah, this has probably been a favourite of mine to play since then. And yeah, hope you like it. This is called I'll Be Back, My Friend. Thinking about you, I love you, and that's all that matters. We may be apart, but you're still in my heart. And maybe someday we'll go back to the start. I know you'll be there when I need I see your face and your warm embrace, it's certain I'm in the right place. We'll be together from now till forever. I'll always remind you, I'll write you a letter. We'll be best of friends from now till the end. And always remember that I'll be back, my friend. Well, I'll be back, my friend. 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 Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna love you and leave you with this last song. I'm gonna take you back. So I hit a milestone back in June in my musical career. But June this year marked 10 years since I played my first ever gig. Yeah, thank you. It's probably the 10 best years of my life. I've done been an open mic regular since then, and met a lot of amazing people around. Everyone here tonight, and Duncan I mentioned earlier, and quite a lot of other people, and grateful to know every single person. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. Anyway, so this is the first song that I played at that gig 10 years ago, that first ever gig. So yeah, we're going back. This is memories right now. And this is one of my own. It's called By Your Side. The bad things that have been said, the thought that you could take it all, with all the lies that you've been fed, and you're still standing tall. You keep your head held high and just hope for the best. You can put up a fight to get out of the mess. I see the tears in your eyes. You see my heart inside it dies. I know what you've been through, and I'll be there for you. You are not alone, standing on your own. There'll always be a light, and I'll be by your side. what else can I say? It's just another day, but I've been there beside you, and I hope you are okay. I never let things hurt you, don't let these things upset you. You know I'm always here for you, I'm right here by your side. I see the tears in your eyes, you see my heart inside it dies. I know what you've been through, and I'll be there for you, I know. But you are not alone, standing on your own. There'll always be a light, and I'll be by your side, by your side. I'll be by your side, I'll be by your side, I'll be by your side. I'll be by your side. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
David Thompson, everyone.
I'm here. I'm here. Duncan, hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Have you ever seen someone perform and you've gone, I'm going to cover that song? Whether it's original or a cover, have you ever gone like, I want to give that one a go and put my spin on it?
Yeah, American Triangle, actually, by Elton John. Dan and I heard him play it in 2002 at the NEC in Birmingham on July the 2nd, and it was so loud, you know, and I thought, it was just a dream to be able to play it, you know.
Wow. I was thinking more an open mic, but yeah, like someone live, incredible. Do you like going to gigs? Like what?
Yes.
How do you feel like there's the difference in vibe between obviously this intimate gig and a big gig, or to you it's just music, it's all sounds?
Well, I like the intimate gigs, you know, Hi-Fi Club in Leeds and the Wardrobe,
Yeah.
and places like that, and Chapel FM. And the arenas are fantastic though, aren't they? Because it's so loud when you get in there, and the bass just blows you away every time.
So this last act of the evening, I believe.
Yes. Are we not having a break?
I don't know.
Oh no, we're not.
We've got one act. We'll do that last act, and then
Okay.
and then we'll have a break for
Cup of
the
tea and a
weekend.
biscuit.
Yeah. So my question is, Duncan, did you see this act at a small intimate gig, or was it at a big Wembley Arena type gig?
It was a small intimate gig
Okay.
at Halloween.
Okay, tell us more.
Well, Stuart, the gentleman who I'm going to introduce, came on at Halloween 2021, and it was the first one I ever came to, and he was the first one on, I think, and I was on after him. And my friend who's here tonight said, "Oh, you'll be okay. You'll be great. You know, it's a great opportunity. YouTube, and Elliot's doing the YouTube stream, and
Elliot keeps getting shout-outs tonight.
he does."
Not like he's in charge or anything.
And all the tech team were here, and it was great. And I remember this last act of the evening, and I'm so pleased he's going on last because he's the best one we've got. And oh yes, and he was.
Yeah, take that back to Wakefield, Jimmy.
He was at Halloween in 2021, and he blew me away then, and I'm sure he'll blow us away tonight as well, Henry.
Amazing. Well, introduce him. We'll have our usual little everyone sits and has a boogie while we swap over,
Yes.
and we'll all wait with, dare I say, trepidation. Who is it finishing off the night?
Stuart Cameron. Right, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Stuart Cameron.
Thank you, Duncan. Really do appreciate this. I'm really pleased you asked me to come tonight, and I'm sorry for turning up late. I'm not a diva, I can assure you, and I've never headlined before, so this is a first. So I do appreciate it, and I hope I don't let you down, because I'm going to do that thing that people do at this time of year, and particularly me, that I've just recovered from tonsillitis, so my voice is not as it should be. So it might be less of an explosion, more of an implosion or an infusion. So I might just tone it down a little bit, if that's okay, and then maybe try and belt something out at the end. Is that okay?
That's great. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. And you know what? I was determined I was coming. I got up at 4:30 this morning. I started work at 6 o'clock. I finished at 5 o'clock. I went to a council awards event at Civic Hall, but I was determined I was coming here afterwards. So when I get home, I'll just pass out or something. Or just, I pass out here, just leave me on the floor. I'll be fine. Okay. I don't know how many you want me to do, 4 or 5 or something. I'm going to switch. Do a couple on ukulele, switch to my guitar, and then I'll. David might accompany on the last one. I think he might have gone to the loo or something. But if that's okay with you,
that's great.
Okay, thank you. When Duncan and I were talking about songs to do, I really panicked because I've been lazy for the last probably since the Halloween open mic last year. I've been quite lazy in the sense that because I've been playing in a band and because we run open mics, I've been lucky enough to have somebody play guitar for me and allow me to sing and that type of thing. And I suddenly realised how lazy I'd become in terms of not playing my own stuff and playing the ukulele again. So I've just tried to practice a little bit. And then we talked about potential Halloween songs and said it's after Halloween and that type of thing. But I think the issue there was that I kind of practiced some songs for Halloween. So you might get a couple of loosely related Halloween type songs, but they're not necessarily Halloween songs, so there you go. So I'll start with this one. It's called Black Magic Woman. I'll just tone it down a little bit because it's on the ukulele. I'm not going to belt it out. And Santana wouldn't come tonight. I asked him, but he said no. He said no. So we'll try this one. Got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. Got me so blind I can't see that she's a black magic woman. She's trying to make a devil out of me. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Don't turn your back on me, baby, fooling around with your tricks. Don't turn your back on me, baby, you might just pick up my magic sticks. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Don't turn your back on me, baby. Turning my heart into stone. I need you so much, magic woman. Just can't leave you alone. Got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. I got a black magic woman. Got me so blind I can't see that she's a black magic woman. She's trying to make a devil out of me. Not finished yet. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I just thought I'd give that a try. Sometimes you just got to experiment with these things and give them a go and see what happens. I think it's probably poignant because David mentioned something earlier about first songs you learn and first songs you perform and things like that. And well, this next one is something that I think I first performed here at Chapel FM, and it's not a song that most people know, but it's one of these songs that the more you perform it and the more regular your audience is, the more you actually begin to sort of, people start singing along. Maybe not tonight, but maybe in a few more times. We'll do it a couple more times. If I get invited back, then you might sing it in future, but we'll see. It's a song called Irene Wild, and it's about a boy with a love for his life and somebody who doesn't really want him. But, you know, these things happen in life, so... and that's what some of the best songs are about. It was Elton John that said, sad songs say so much. So we'll give this one a try. When I was just 16, I stood waiting for a dream. At Barker Street bus station every night, and every time I get it on, she just looks at me with scorn. My courage turned to fear, and I took flight. And for those looks, they seem to say, you ain't nothing, go away, you're just some face and some crowd. So I went home and I vowed I'm gonna be somebody someday. Her name was Irene Wild. She had such beauty for a child. And when she started dating boys, I nearly died. For I could not barely stand seeing anyone hold her hand. I thought I'd have to crawl away and hide. Well, in my mother's living room, I composed so many tunes, and they were all the same. Just a frame for her name, and just to say I'm gonna be somebody someday. Wild is your name. I soon left that country town. I've been around, seen some things, seen some ups and seen some downs. Smile through your shock as you hear your name out loud. I miss that place and the crowd. I didn't dig it, I was much too proud. When I was just 16, I stood waiting for a dream. A Barker Street bus station, none affair. And at the time it seemed so sad, but it did not turn out bad. 'Cause if she hadn't messed me up, I'd still be there. And I think most folks agree, a little put down, it makes them see they ain't no chain, they're just a link. And that's why she made me think I'm gonna be somebody, be somebody, be somebody someday, 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 someday. Thank you. Do you ever get that thing, Duncan, where you know what you want to sing and you've got your set list lined up and then you think, hang on, should I do that one or that one or this one or that one? It's awful, isn't it? Yeah. I might do one on the ukulele and then maybe a couple on guitar. Is that okay? Yeah? Sorry, Duncan. You're just host. You're just co-host. You're co-host. Yeah. Please, Duncan, is that okay? Okay, then thank you. Thank you. If anybody's desperate to go home, I apologise. this is a mashup. I never do mashups, but they call them medleys in my day. Medleys, not mashups, but it's a modern term. It's a mashup. But anyway, let's see where it goes. Well, someone told me yesterday that when you throw your love away, you act as if you just don't care. You look as if you're going nowhere. And I just can't convince myself I couldn't live with no one else. But I can only play that part and sit and nurse my broken heart. So lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely. Well, no one's knocked upon my door for 1,000 years or more, all made up and nowhere to go. Welcome to this one-man show. Just take a seat, 'cause they're always free. I'll pay what you can at Chapel FM. No surprise, no mystery. In this theater that I call my soul, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely. Well, lately I'm wondering who will be there to take my place when I'm gone. You'll need love to light the shadows on your face. If a great wave shall fall and fall upon us all, well, the hope is hand and stone. Would you make it on your own? If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. Go wherever you will go, and maybe I'll find out a way to make it back someday, to find you, to guide you through the darkest of your days. If a great wave shall fall and fall upon us all, well, I hope there's someone out there who can bring me back to you. If I could, then I would. I'll go wherever you will go, way up high or down low. I'll go wherever you will go. I'll go wherever you will go. I'll go wherever you will go. Thank you. I've got one plug. I'm sorry, Alec. Can I stand up for this next one? Next two, is that all right? And David, not this one. One after. Alice, can you do? Could you do a bit of improv in G? If I do Hero for Ron, is that all right? Yeah. Thank you. Hey? We'll do that now, yeah. And then if I do Hero for Ron, and then do Bad Things, then is that all right? Thank you. And then we'll call it quits. want to do a David type joke now, so take your pick. Never mind. I'll stop it at that, shall I? I'll leave it there. Sorry, David. Wherever you are. Are you there? I think it's just worth saying that, mirroring what David said earlier, that these events at Chapel FM and open mics, the more you do, the more you get to know people, and everybody I've met is better for knowing whether it's somebody who gets up and sings and plays, or it's somebody who comes along and supports friends, family, and whatever. It really does. I think it just makes a better place. It makes a better world. I don't want to get my kumbayas out and all that type of thing, but I just feel like it's, to me, I've been away for the best part of God knows how many months performing here because of various commitments to elderly care and that type of thing, and family matters. And I come back here and it feels so nice and so natural. And whilst I don't know you all as well as I would like to, it just feels right. It feels good. And I really want to thank Duncan again for inviting me. Thank you. Do you want to finish with Hero for Ron? So what about that thing? A forensic anthropologist came in and she played this song that I'd never heard before. And I thought, that sounds nice. Let's see if we can find the chords and play it. And they were easy ones for me because, as you probably tell, I'm not into bad chords and all that type of thing. And I thought, well, have I got this? And it's kind of got its own life now. It's not like the original. It is the theme tune to True Blood, about vampires and werewolves. I've never seen it, but I love the song. This is called Bad Things. I don't know what you've done to me, but I know this much is true. I wanna do bad things with you. Oh, David! Shadow filled up with doubt. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I wanna do bad things with you. Okay. wanna do bad things with you. I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I wanna do bad things with you. I wanna do real bad things with you. Brilliant. Can I just say how brilliant David was there? Thank you, David. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Brilliant. David reminded me earlier of something I wasn't planning to say tonight anyway. It's nearly a year since our good friend Ron died, who used to love this place. And he spent so many happy hours here and at other open mics, as David said. And he was, I'm repeating what David said, but it's true. He was such an encouragement for people like me who I don't, believe it or not, have the self-confidence to do this type of thing. And yet somebody like Ron just encouraged me to do so much. And I'm getting emotional now. And David's absolutely right. He was such a nice guy, such a pleasant guy, but such a warm guy who encouraged everybody who played. And I don't think I'd be doing this if it wasn't for him. It sounds cliched, but it's true. It's true. I know it's a bit odd, but can we have a round of applause for Ron, please? And if you get the chance, you can see him on various Chapel FM YouTube videos. We used to do a few songs together. We did a couple of ukulele evenings here together, and we used to play at the music-a-thon as well. But one song we used to do together was Hero. So I'm going to play that as my last song, if that's okay. Thank you, Duncan, and it'll be the last song of tonight, and it's a tribute to Ron. But just to say thank you again, Duncan. I wouldn't have missed this for the world. This is just, it's just like home, and thank you so much for inviting me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Would you dance if I asked you to dance? Or would you run and never look back? Now would you cry if you saw me crying? Would you save my soul tonight? Would you tremble if I touched your lips? Or would you laugh? Oh, please tell me this. Now would you die for the one you love? Hold me in your arms tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away your tears. I will stand by you forever. Oh, you can take my breath away. Now would you swear that you'll always be mine? Or would you lie? Or would you run and hide? Am I in too deep? Have I lost my mind? I don't care, you're here tonight. Thank you. Thank you to David as well. Thank you, David.
Stuart and David. Okay, Duncan, let's do our final thank yous to all the lovely acts. What's going to happen is you're going to list all the people to thank. Do you need a slip of paper? Do you want my slip of paper? And I'm going to go, yes, after every single one. Everybody, we're all going to go, yes. Yes. Okay. Read them off, Duncan.
Jimmy Andre.
Yes.
David Thompson.
Yes.
Stuart Cameron.
Yes.
And Duncan! Let's not forget Duncan. Come on. Big round of applause for Duncan for organising it.
And Ron Chin, who I never met.
Oh, bless you, yeah. It's a shame you never met him, but, you know, it's great to at least have this opportunity to pay tribute to Ron, and thank you for respecting that as well. I do appreciate it. And maybe you can watch back and see me and Ron perform. At least we've got the magic of Chapel FM and things playing back. It's great, yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Duncan, so much.
Stuart Cameron, our headliner.
Should we all go home?
Yes.
I'll have some tea and biscuits.
Cup of tea and a biscuit.
I mean, I think Stuart's about to fall asleep, but anyway. Thank you very much, folks. Cheers.
Henry.
Music. Reviews.
Chat.
Poems.
Comedy. Writing. Interviews. EFM. It's radio for so much more.